Hello everyone, I'm back. I thought I'd do a little video because I have some new paper to test and we're already at the end of the month, so the sponsors need to be acknowledged, and I'm not sure what I'm going to donate this month, but it's going to be pretty. And I got a lot of stuff to show what I've been doing. So first off, thank you all for sponsoring me. Really appreciate that. And now we'll get on with the painting. First off, I've been going through my Yupos because I'm looking for stuff to cut, and I just found this one, and I think it's so beautiful. This is I think I'm gonna make some jewelry for myself. I'll give you a close-up. There it is. Look at that. Is that beautiful? If someone wants a screensaver, I'll hold it really still. But I love it. I love these, the colors together. I love the cells. I sort of love everything about this one. So that was, it's fun to go through all the Yupos I've done over the months. So this one I'm going to save for myself. Now, I have mixed up some colors, and it's all Vallejo with Floetrol, a tiny bit of polymer medium, also from Vallejo. The Floetrol is Ovatrol Floetrol, and these colors have a couple of drops of dimethicone in it. And here I have the new paper. It's a sort of a if you can see it, got a little bit of flickering going on here, but that's because of all the white, of course. But it's Kodak Extra Life paper, and a lot of people were asking about if they could pour on it, and I thought it would go all wobbly, so I picked up a couple of sheets, big ones, and I'm going to try and see what it does with the acrylic. And I'm going to be making a little swatches for the jewelry. So what I'd like to do is put a couple of drops on here, not too much, because maybe if you keep it pretty thin, it just might work. Not sure, but let's try it. I'm going to put all these colors on. That one, and a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green, and a little bit more of the white. So I'll be putting that on top of it, a little bit like that. And then I'll get another one, put it on top, and give it a little squish. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can see it. A little squishy. And then pull it apart. Very colorful, a lot of cells. Didn't even torch it yet. So that's fine by now, but I am going to torch it because I want to see what the paper does. Okay. You can torch it if you do it like I just did, you know, just swipe over it. And this is how it turned out. And remember, it's only testing because this was pretty thin, but I'm going to go thicker in a bit. It has some nice effects in it. Really colorful. So that's number one. There we go. I'll put this away. And at the end of the video, we'll go check if the paper warped. So now going for a little bit thicker. First, I want to see if I can do some lacing. So that's when two colors. Well, you have your base color, and then you take your lace color. This time I'll do white. So we put some white up here, a little bit more like that. Then come in with a palette knife and just go straight over it. Yeah, look at that. That laces like crazy. See that? That's a pretty lacing. But not much going on, you know. I don't know if it's something that you want to make jewelry out of. I'll give you a close up. It is pretty, but I don't think it has something that I'm thinking, wow, I want to make jewelry out of that thing. So I'm going to put in a little bit more color. And some of that turquoise, which I always love. And then, again, a little bit of white on top. And then I'm going to swipe it. Now that looks a little bit better. See how much it is doing all by itself? And I kind of like this. This is pretty. This is pretty. Gotta watch out that I don't put it on my clothes, because that's what I usually do. So that's something I'd like to keep. And that's all that you want to do. You want to make something that you think, okay, I want to keep that. So we're going to put this one away. That's that one. And now I want to do another one. Let's do some dark blue. The turquoise again. A little bit of green across it. And then that really beautiful sienna color. Like that. This time I'm going to just put it, close it up like that, and see what happens. Thing is, when I do something like that, it almost looks like a uterus. I don't like that. That is funny. So let's put some white on and give it a little swish. This time I'm going to pull it off. So I'm going to give it a little squishy, and then I'm going to pull it off like this. That is not interesting at all. I don't like it. That's just a little bit too small for me. Let's do this again. Only this time a good squish. Not feeling it. Well, this bit I like. I like where that orange comes through. Let's try to do that again. Like that. Then a little bit of greens and blues. And then see if we can get that orange coming through. Not really liking it. It's not totally ugly, but I don't know. was looking for something else. There are some pretty parts in it which I could use, but I'd rather have a little bit more cells in it, I guess. Let me scrape this off, see if that works. And of course, this is just testing the paper. But as you can see, you can really take it off. That's kind of cool. But what I do find is that it does something to the silicone, something like it really puts it together, pushes it, and makes it really small. See that? How small those cells are? Very small cells. Ooh, that is pretty. See what I just did there? That's pretty. I'm going to try to do that again. Okay, let's put that on. And it's really all about experimenting. But up to now, this paper is pretty much keeping nice and flat. But what I really would like were a little bit bigger cells. So I guess I'll have to mix up some Winsor & Newton. See, this is just a little bit thicker, as you can see. And I'm sure it has some gloss medium in it because it's pretty shiny, and this has been dry for months. So a little bit of that gloss medium, that really helps. Whoops. Okay, let's do one more. Give it a little bit more white. And some yellow. And some orange. And then pull it up and put it down. And it does keep working, as you can see. You keep getting the cells, but really, really small ones. And for jewelry, I guess you don't want those really big cells, because then, you know, the whole thing will be one big cell, but I would like them a little bit bigger than this. See around about what's happening here? That's a good size. And it might be because I put some polymer medium in it. That does have an effect on the paint. Okay, that's enough experimenting with this bit. Now I'm gonna see how thick the paint is on there, and it's still pretty flat, so that's good. Because if you're going to make something like this and you want to frame it, this is what you want. It has to be totally, totally flat. And I'm just hoping it's going to stay this way. Usually you can see on the back if it's going to be warping, where most of the paint is, it'll have little bumps. I'll just get the ones we did first, then I'll show them to you. I kind of like this though. Doesn't look that cool on the screen, but here in real life I can imagine me taking that out. That is kind of cool. Okay, this was the first one we did, and looking at the back, it's totally smooth, and the front is totally smooth, so I think it has some potential. Not as expensive as Yupo, of course not really cheap like paper, but I guess you have to pay for the layers that are sort of waterproof, I guess. So how have you all been doing? Have you been missing me? Yes, I guess you have. Okay, I'll show you another one I'm working on. This is going to be a pendant, but I wanted to fill in a little bit of this. I don't like this white bit, so now it's gone. So this is the pendant I'm working on. It's really big. Both sides are kind of beautiful, and I'm gonna put a resin coat on it as soon as I stick it all together. See, these are the cards, and then it's about I'd say 5 millimeters thick. You don't want it any thicker than that. That is exactly the right thickness for a pendant. Now I made this one, and I was ready to bead it, and then I broke off the little eyelet what was up here, so I have to put a new one on, but that's no problem, I can do that. But this one turned out very nicely. Let me put it in the light a little and give you a close-up. There it is. It's pretty. I'm gonna fix it. Okay, what else did I want to show you guys? Well, actually nothing. Of course, all my other ones, which are all ready for me to do something to them. There's a lot of them, and I have been beading. This is one I made. This is a really pretty one, and it's already all finished. Nice long chain. And someone asked me to show how I do the chains, but guys, it's just, you know, putting some beads on a piece of metal string. So this one is really pretty. And two others. They are pretty much the same, so I did the same beading. As you can see, there it is. Has a little glitter inside. Don't know if you can pick it up. This one too has a really real fine glitter in it. And I think they're pretty. I'll be putting these up on Etsy this afternoon with a lot of other paintings. Okay, so that's about it. Got nothing else to show you. That's what I've been doing, and I'm gonna do. Oh, I'll just do it with you guys because I have some more paint. So let's do a pour on top of each other. I do like the colors though, they're pretty. reminds me of springtime. And another yellow. Another orange. And another white. Wow, that is pretty. Okay. There, now the cells are a lot bigger. Yep, I'm gonna keep this one too, and that one too, just put them aside. And now I'm gonna do only turquoise and green and blue. And white. That's about it. I do like it when the colors mix a little bit, so I'm gonna swoosh it a little bit. But it is still not like this. I think I had two more. I had 3 blues in this one. I think that's it. I think I need more blues. Yeah, we'll keep them. And go to the next one. But this time I'm gonna mix up some color. Oops, smack in the middle. Ooh, look at those cells. Yeah, this is more like it. This is pretty. Ooh, yeah. And this is different because of the mixing of the colors before I pressed on it. These are both really pretty. So I'll keep those there and do that one more time. Only maybe a little bit more coverage. That'd be nice. And the turquoise. And the green. And the white. Then mix it up a little. I kind of like this all by itself. That's kind of cool. But we're going to swish it. Maybe a little more. Yep, that's pretty too. Gonna keep that one too. Okay, now I was thinking about cutting the U-bows for you know, if you would like to have like ovals or any other shapes that you like. and I was going to sell them on Etsy, but I gotta know what you guys think about that, because if I send it to America, the only way I can do that cheap is if I don't put track and trace on it. But on the other hand, I was thinking, you know, when you send just a letter to anywhere in the world, they usually don't get lost. Like, I haven't heard of an envelope getting lost in the mail. Not much. Maybe 1 out of 1,000 or something like that, right? So just let me know if anyone would like something like this cut, and you could tell me which shape you want, because when I cut them with the Brother scanner, scan and cut, they will fit exactly in something. So if you have the good measurements, I can cut them exactly like you want them, and that might help you to make some jewelry to sell on those art fairs. And I know that cutting it is that is the worst thing, because you have to be so exact. But with the Brother cut and scan, I can just cut any shape you really want. So let me know what you guys think about that. I think sending it in an envelope would be something like maybe $3.95, something like that. So let me know, and I will do that for you guys. Okay, I'm done. It's a pretty long video again, but we don't mind looking at all the pretty colors. So I want to thank you all, guys, all the sponsors. Thank you all for sponsoring me. And of course, this weekend we will be doing some serious pouring. I've got a 40 by 40 that I want to do, a 4-cup flip, but this time with the beautiful turquoise colors with the burnt sienna in it. And I have a really long one that I've been thinking how I'm going to do that. 1 meter 20, you know, like that one that's standing there. So what I was thinking of doing the pastry bags, and then doing 4 or 5 different colors, and putting those pastry bags together and putting tape around it, and then at once cutting off all the tips, and then putting one long stripe over one of those huge canvases. But first the background in one color. I was thinking about that last night. I think that would be really, really cool. So I might do that one too this weekend. So we've got a lot of pouring coming up this weekend. And let me know about the Yupo cutting. Let me know about everything, and I will get right back to you. So thank you all for watching, and see you all this weekend. Bye-bye.